Over the past number of months, the Premier has actively worked to undermine and misinform Albertans regarding the impacts and the full range of opportunities offered by the clean energy economy, with serious repercussions for our province's future. Building a diversified and clean energy economy in Alberta is expected to create 420,000 jobs by 2050. Labor groups support it. Industry groups support it. And we need our provincial government to take a balanced approach that welcomes these opportunities. It is time we demand some basic accountability from this government and start putting our economic interests over her partisan and ideological interests. That's why I am calling on the Premier to do two things. Number one, immediately lift the moratorium on renewable energy projects in Alberta. The province's unwarranted and unilateral imposition of a moratorium on new renewable electricity projects has affected 118 projects worth $33 billion of investment in Alberta and created a significant chill on investments. The majority of Albertans, almost 2/3, oppose this moratorium. And the second thing the Premier must do: stop wasting Alberta taxpayer dollars on a politically motivated misinformation campaign regarding the clean electricity grid. Well, before these regulations come in effect, we have 12 years to work together to make sure we have a clean electricity grid. And we have a number of flexibilities that have been provided from 2035 to 2050 to make sure we hit net zero by 2050. All of our G7 countries have also agreed to have a clean electricity grid by 2035. We've seen increasing demand in Alberta and across the country for electricity. And I would acknowledge that electricity is provincial jurisdiction, and the provincial government is responsible for electricity here in the province. We have conducted a study that's going to be coming that I had brought forward on Canada's electricity grid, so we can work together as a nation. This is about Canada. This is about producing clean electricity and jobs here in Alberta. I want to make sure that Alberta leads so we can be a leader in all things energy and make sure that we have the investment and jobs to show for our hard work. I've seen in Ottawa a bus driving around advertising on behalf of the province of Alberta, which is misinformation. $8 million of Alberta taxpayers' dollars are funding a campaign of misinformation. That's a problem for me as a Calgarian and as an Albertan.